So I look at it in a dispassionate way. Okay. It doesn't get my temperature up to hear the word deficit. I say, well, okay, it's the difference between two numbers. So if the government spends $100 into the economy, but it only taxes $90 back out, we label that a government deficit. And it gets recorded on the government's books, -10 deficit. What we forget is that if they put 100 in and they only take 90 back out, somebody gets 10. So on the other side of the government's deficit lies a financial surplus in some other part of the economy. So what is the deficit? It is nothing more than the difference between two numbers. It's the difference between two numbers. One number is how many dollars the government spends into the economy each year. And the other number is how many dollars does the government subtract out of the economy each year, okay, mostly through taxation. So we use this word, which is such a loaded word, which I think gets to your question, why do we care about it? Because the word itself is loaded, right? It's a pejorative. A deficit sounds like inherently problematic. Nobody wants to have a deficit.
I think that the answer for me is that it's just gut-wrenching to me as a citizen, a mother, a person who cares about other people in the community and in this country and beyond. Just recognize, once you realize that the suffering is gratuitous, that's when it becomes impossible to accept. If there really were no alternative, as Margaret Thatcher told us, there is no alternative. Tina, she famously, gave us. If the money just couldn't be there, if we didn't have the capacity to do better and to improve lives for so many people without the need to really tear anyone else down. I mean, we have the capacity to do this. So why would you tolerate so many deficiencies and so much suffering across the economy? Why not have, if it's within reach, why not deal with climate? Why not have the best educational system in the world that everybody can, get access to? Why not have everybody covered by healthcare and the best in the world? Why not have 21st century infrastructure, housing that's available, affordable for everybody? Why not strive to do those things? It can't be for lack of money. If you're the issuer of the dollar, can you ever run out? The answer has to be no. Can you ever have bills coming due? Social Security, Medicare, treasuries, interest on the debt, whatever it is. Can you have bills coming due that you can't afford to pay? The answer has to be no. Can you end up like Greece with debt that you can't service? The answer has to be no. So it immediately takes you, far afield from so much of the mainstream discourse. A lot of things that you thought were true can't be true. And so that's just like the beginning place. And then you talk about, well, if that's true, you start thinking about, why does the government collect tax? And we're used to thinking the government taxes us because it needs the money. But MMT shows that can't be right. If you're the currency issuer, you aren't taxing because you need the money. There must be some other reason for the tax. So then you investigate that. Why do governments borrow? Well, they borrow because they have to finance the deficit. No, they don't. If you're the currency issuer, the borrowing must be about something else. The treasuries must be doing something else. They're not financing the government. So in a sense, MMT changes everything that we think about the government's budget, how it operates, the role of taxes and borrowing and all the rest of it.